Hello guys, good afternoon. It's your girl Gabrichi Sword at depending on where you are, because we are in afternoon. Yeah, that's why I'm greeting good afternoon. So today is a juicy hot topic. Like today I want to talk about the funny facts about Germany. I said this is like everything, like the funny part. Do you guys know in Germany here, even if somebody die that you know and you want to go and pay your condolence to the person, you will still have to book appointments. Like seriously? I mean, where I came from, like where we Africans now, when you lost someone or something, you actually go to them anytime, you know, to visit them, because apparently within that several days the people will always be at home. Even if it's not everybody, there must always be somebody at home, so you don't really need appointment. But here I find it weird that here you have to book appointments for everything. And the worst part is that since Corona started, I know I'm not supposed to mention the name here because of whitey stuff, but since it started, the appointment is now even more difficult. Like before, at least you get appointment 1 month after, 2 months, but now 3 months, 4 months, I was like, Jesus. And you know, if somebody go to hospital now, you are not allowed to enter inside. You actually have to stay outside and remain outside till they call you. And sometimes you can wait till like 1 hour, 2 hours. There is another gist I haven't even told you guys. So you know, recently I was meant to take a test because I complained of having cough, and I was feeling a little bit, you know, when you have runny nose, you know, you start feeling like headache and you sneeze all the time or something. And I was okay during that time. I had like practicum where I have to like walk for 3 full days, and it was far away from where I live, so I have to practically drive 68 kilometers every day. And the next thing was like, I complained. I was like, oh, I'm feeling headache, you know, I have runny nose, but nevertheless I'm still going to continue because that's not going to stop me. And it was like, oh, why don't you go to doctor and do it? I was like, it's not corona, like I'm okay. It's like, no, just go for checkup. So I say, okay, now let me just use this opportunity, because for a very long time, to be honest, I haven't gone to hospital and I wasn't even interested in going. I said, okay, let me just use this opportunity to do checkup, you know, to know if everything is okay. And the nurse is like, oh, relax. When I got to the hospital, I was like, relax, don't worry, just do the test. It's a normal test, you don't have to be afraid. This, I was like, I don't have it, but they said these are the symptoms, you know, just do it. And the next minute, I don't know what touched my brain to do it. Like, I did it and I started regretting, because they said it's just normal, just do it. I was like, okay, so if I do it now, maybe I'll just only do it and go back, continue my normal life. To my surprise, when I finished doing it, they gave me a paper. I was like, what? They said according to the German Bundesregierung, I see, like the government license, the law governing this state, so to say, that I am now mandated to stay at home. That means no more going to pick my baby from the kindergarten. Even the drugs they gave me, I couldn't go to pharmacy to take it, to buy it. I couldn't go to the supermarket. Like, I have to stay at home till the result comes out. And since I'm in Bayern, they're sending the results to laboratory in Frankfurt, which is Hesse, and it's going to take a lot of, I think, few days, like 2-3 days, before they will confirm me if it's negative or positive, before I can go. I was like, oh my god, seriously, I don't know why I'm explaining this, but these are like funny things. Please, if you are sick and it's not serious, stay in your house, don't go and fall victim. So for those days, I was just at home. I would eat, watch movie. Even I couldn't go to school. I couldn't go anywhere. Nothing. I was restricted. I couldn't even go and pick my baby from the school, because I brought my baby in the morning to kindergarten before going to, you know, in the afternoon to do the test. So immediately they verpflichted me, which is like compulsory, mandated me not to go out. If I go out, I'm going to get a Strafe. And when I read about their Strafe, it's like 2 years to 5 years imprisonment, especially if it turns out positive and the person goes out, or the person will have to pay some of 5,000 euro thereabouts. Like, what? It's better I just stay put. So fast forward, I did the test on Thursday. The results came on Monday, the next day. And the worst part is that they didn't call me. I was worried. I had to call the hospital. They were not responding. The number was not going. I said, okay, now it's enough, because I've been in prison without nothing. That's like, if I don't go and pick this thing now, and this hospital will close by 11 a.m. to open again 4 p.m. If I don't go and they are not picking my call, that means I will just be at home for another full day again. So I went, and guess what? Immediately I got there, they said, oh, it's negative. They gave me the printout papers. Like, I knew it was negative. Ich wusste das schon. So let's get to other particularities. These are like really super funny things that I find funny. It wasn't funny when they did the test though, but it's kind of funny. So another funny part about living in Germany, the weather is unpredictable. When I mean unpredictable, the weather can be very hot. You will go outside thinking, oh, it's sunny, and then when you get outside, you realize that it's sunny, but it's actually cold. Sometimes the weather will look dull. You think, oh, it's cold. Then you dress like normal, like I'm dressing now. Once you get outside, you realize that it is actually very warm. Like right now, it's warm. It's warm. Like it's warm. Okay. And another funny thing that I noticed about the Germans, of course, everybody do it sometimes, like where we come from, but here is extra. They know the answer to a question. They will still ask you the question just to know if you will say the truth. Like, for example, now, I did my B1 in Euroschule, which is like German basic course. And one of my teacher was asking me, where did I do it? I said, oh, it's in Euroschule. And we only have in my city one Euroschule. And the teacher was still asking me again, is it the Euroschule in City Gallery? I was like, it's the one in this place. We only have one. So they know the answer already, but they still ask you the question just to... It's very, very funny. Sorry, I'm talking and laughing at myself. That's because it's funny. Okay, do you know 65% of highways in Germany have no speed limit? That is why most foreigners, like people who live in Italy, other places, will come to Germany here just for the fun, to have holiday, to drive around the Autobahn, because 65% of the Autobahn have no speed limit. That means in a place where there is no speed limit, you can actually drive 180, 200, but don't go and die. So you can drive, it's no problem. But with the new driving law now, if they say 30, you drive 36 or even 35 in Hesse, places like Frankfurt and the rest of them, you get automatic strafe. And if they pity you, they'll say not tolerance, which means after tolerance that they consider you, they just tolerate you, they'll give you strafe for like 30 euro. So don't fall a victim. If they say 30, drive 30. They say 50, drive 50. But it depends on where you live, shall you know? Sometimes when they say 50, you can drive at least a little bit more. But once that camera, those mirrors they used to put everywhere, catch you, bam, bam, then strafe automatically. And sometimes the strafe don't come like when you expect it. It comes after 1 month, 2 months, when you have even forgotten your crime. Okay. Oh man. So let's move right to the other one. Do you know driving schools here in Germany, both brake, how do they call those things? Like when you are driving, if it's a manual, you have brake, you have clutch, and you have, what is the next thing called? Gas. Do you know in driving schools here, all the driving cars are customized. Yeah, customized. So when you are driving on this side have like those 3 functions, and this side have the 3 function. In case you don't know how to drive and you want to misbehave or drive more than the speed, the instructor will just match on the brake, because he also have brake here. He has the gas, he has the what is it called, the jar. Here they call it Kupplung, gas, and I don't know again, the name I don't know, but you guys know what I mean. For the manual car, those are the three things. So the brake, the gas, the clutch. All the cars have it. Even if you are driving automatic here, for those who use automatic to learn, automatic is just like gas and brake. Even the gas and brake is still on both sides, which makes learning very easy here and super. So you are not afraid that you're driving, you're going to hit something or something. And if you're driving and it's going to be like something very critical is going to happen, the instructor have every right to turn your steering for you or match a brake, which is normal. So let's continue. There are many more, guys. So this particular one, I don't know how true is this, but it says the first printed paper, the first printed book was in Germany. And I don't know if it's fact. If it's not fact, comment down below. Let's argue this one because I'm even curious to know. They say Germany is one of the world leading book nationals, as in nationals, publishing around 94,000 titles every year. I don't know how true that is. So, and it says also the first magazine ever seen was launched in Germany in 16. Wait, may I take break first? May I take break? The first magazine ever seen was launched in 1663 in Germany. 1663. That time they never even bomb you. In fact, they never even know if person like me go come. Maybe that time, now during the time of my forefathers, you know, when they just they small, because 1663, they never even conceived me. So these are funny parts. Do you know, there are neighboring countries here, as in Schengen, that speak Dutch also, which is the German Dutch. And these are Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and Luxembourg. They also speak Dutch, and Dutch is their official language. That means if you learn your Dutch here in Germany, you can also speak it like everywhere. The only thing is that sometimes the tonalization might be a little bit different. And you know, there are some local dialect, like some old, they call it Atters Dutch. If they speak it for you, you know only the new Dutch, which is the normal, regular speaking. Sometimes it might be difficult to, you know, understand what they mean, but it's cool. So let's move further. Do you guys know there are over 2,100 castles in Germany? As in almost every city and state, if I will use that, Bundesland has a lot of castles. Like even where I live, you see a lot of them. And Germany has a population of over 82 million people. And 1/3 of Germany area is still covered with wood, like forest, like 1/3 of this percentage. That's why you see some places when you are driving, you see a lot of forest. Sometimes they just clear it, so it's clean, it's nice, it's just like a place of relaxation, but there is no buildings there. There are a lot of green grass, you know, different stuff there. 1/3 of the, you know, the areas, the forests is covered with woodlands. Okay, let's continue, guys. I don't know why I'm laughing though. Is it even funny? Let's continue. Do you guys know that Berlin have the largest train station in Europe? I'm not surprised though, because Berlin is a very busy place. If there is any place I will never want to drive, is Berlin, because the road itself are even confusing. The 2 days I spent in Berlin, oh my god, I didn't even know my left to right. I have to use Google Map every time. But one thing I love about them is that every train station, every bus station have the free internet. It's not like where I live, where all the internet are padlocked, you cannot enter. But Berlin, every internet, in fact all the stations have free internet. That's one thing I love about it. They said Berlin is 9,000, as in 9 times bigger than Paris, and have more bridges than Venice. This one, I don't think I would doubt it, because if you really come to think of it, Berlin is very big, but I don't know if it's bigger than Paris. I haven't been to Paris, but I know Berlin is very, very big. It's the capital of Germany, so I won't be surprised. They said Berlin is 9 times bigger than Paris, and it has more bridges than Venice. So Venice, I know it's a place where, you know, in Italy, so, but I haven't been to those places, so I cannot compare. I don't know, but that's what it says on Google anyway. So let's continue. So before we continue, if you haven't hit the red button to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Feel free to hit the red button to subscribe and the notification bell beside it. That way you get to see all my crazy stuff and everything I'm doing on this channel. Okay, time to be serious, because if you watch this video to the end, you might actually pick 1 or 2 things, which is true, because this is actually direct from Google. Sometimes they say things that are written on Google are not true, but these are not just from Google. These are the things I've also observed in my 4 years of living in Germany. So yeah, it also says Germany is composed of 16 states. Yeah, that one is normal, because Germany has 16 states, but each of the states, they call it Bundesland or Bundesstaat, so that's why we have 16 here, and each of them have their own constitution. I think it's true, because here, not I think it's true, it is true, because it might not really be constitution per se, but each of them have their own rules, like the rules in Bayern right now concerning this issue, this epidemic, this pandemic, or whatever they call it, is different from the rules in Hesse. Like Hesse have more freedom now than we that are living here in Bayern. So, and the school system, some school system you don't even pay at all, like it's totally free. Some places, some other Bundesland, you have to pay school fees, but it's not that much. Like almost all the schools in Germany are free, but sometimes you still have to pay something. Yeah, or maybe like book or little school fees. Yeah, but it's still part of it. So the last but not the least, Germany share borders with 9 Schengen countries. When I mean Schengen Europe countries, like Germany share borders with Denmark, with Poland, Czech Republic, Austria, Switzerland, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Netherlands. These are the 9 neighboring countries that share border with Germany. So Germany is like here, like if you're in Germany now, you want to go to Denmark, it's not that far away. If you want to go to Austria, it's not that far away, and most of the Austria speak Dutch too, which is super cool. And Poland, yeah, I know a lot of Poland are also living here, you came here, also study, they're working here and all that. So that is pretty much. Then the last one says Germany is one of the world's largest car producers, selling 5.9 million cars in 2011. I won't be surprised, because everybody in Germany, like almost everybody, can drive. The thing is, even those that have driving license, some of them don't usually buy cars because they can drive their parents' car and all that, but almost like everybody have driving license. I think if you compare it to the percentage, about 85% or 90% of the people of Germans have driving license, only like 10% don't have also. So that's pretty much of this video. I hope it was, you know, fun. I hope you guys like it. Feel free to comment down below, share it. Let's just have fun, because this channel is all about everything. It's all about fun. It's all about everything. So I'll see you guys on my next one. Meanwhile, I'm actually sweating. I don't understand, like this weather. It's rained today, but yet I'm still sweating. How is it possible that I'm still sweating? Anyways, because I wonder, when I drive up, I probably put on the AC. The only thing is that AC consume fuel, and sometimes it's not funny really refilling. That's one disadvantage of owning AC. But today was meant to be cold because of the rain, but instead it's still hot. So I think I might have to take this off. Thank God I have something that I wore inside. Just take this off and move on. So I see you guys on my next one. Thank you for staying tuned and watching to the end. Thank you for my new subscriber. Thank you for the old one. I love it. If you haven't watched my videos about school ends in Germany, everything you want to know, like just check on my previous video. There are a lot of things to learn. No one knows it all. We are all here to have fun, learn from each other, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Kisses to you guys.